overruling the will of the state and the locality to federalize National Guards from other states to invade a state, like, that is an act of civil war. I mean, that, from the regime side, is an act of civil war. That should be clear. That should be clear to anyone who believes in any of the amendments to the Constitution, and the people who say don't tread on me, states' rights. Sure. Where are you now?
Oregon doesn't need that here. We don't need more military. We're already being tear gassed. We're already being tear gassed by these guys that are local ICE agents or whatever. The Department of Homeland Security here is already tear gassing 2 blocks. So I don't think that extra armed forces where we have a military circus and show against peaceful demonstrators and protesters and honestly, all of these are just civilians. These are just civilians in American towns. Like, we're just out here as families. There's like skateboarders and teenagers and older people, and I'm glad there's no babies because they've been tear gassing. Nobody here is trying to pick fights. We're trying to protect our friends. We don't want anybody hurt. We don't want people assaulted and arrested and hurt and thrown to the ground and tear gas. We don't want violence. So I think the people that are passionate and angry about what's going on, don't censor that. Don't censor that. We need that in the revolution. But there's ways to express it. There's ways to do it.
Nazis come to Portland and spew their hate and their violence. Antifa, well, I'm Antifa, and I'm not violent until you would try to inflict violence upon me or my community.
And so far, the only so-called war tactics I've seen used have came from this facility. This facility, night after night, have went out of their way to deploy, I would say, overkill of tear gas and pepper balls. Like one day, I was on the side of this wall right here because they said don't block the gate. Cool. I went over there, I was just standing, I was singing, I wasn't tagging, I wasn't throwing no rocks or anything, I was just singing, and I got shot in the side of my head with a pepper ball. I got shot over 50 times just for standing there.
We will defend ourselves, we will protect each other. We will stand up for one another. We will not allow fascism to take foothold in Portland.
You know, I feel pretty safe in Portland in general. But just like in any city, it has its neighborhoods that are not war zones, but people are so downtrodden that they choose to do violence to one another. And that's in every city. So if you're gonna say that Portland is a war zone, then you have to truly acknowledge that America itself is a war zone.
Well, it seems to be a lot of mayhem and a big mess. And I think the world is heading that way, to where it's just a big mess, and more things are just becoming a big mess. And there doesn't seem to be any good answers or any good ways out. It's just mayhem, and this is the proof of it right here.